Driving the shuttle bus was becoming another boring dead-end job. Trying to see myself in the future led me to watching the dump truck jockeys hauling off the trash from the excavation of the 4-story parking structure, timeshare complex, and exhibition hall that was being built inside of the hotel on the north side of the property. The discarded materials were being hauled away to various locations by semis with 48-foot end-dump trailers. I talked with the drivers a lot and became friends with two of them in particular, Ken and Terry. The dump truck drivers were like cowboys to me and seemed to be leading a really charmed life. Eventually I became chummy enough with Ken and Terry to be able to ride along with them on my days off. After a while, Ken sort of became a father figure to me. He had 4 grown children of his own, and one more, I guess, was okay. After getting my Class A commercial vehicle learner's permit, Ken would even let me drive. The scrapped copper and steel was taken to a recycling plant in North Las Vegas. The broken concrete and other what they called clean trash was hauled to a landfill project about 5 miles away. The dirty trash, like wood, rubber, and other decomposable materials, were taken to a public landfill about 20 miles away. And the clean dirt was taken to various nearby job sites to be reused. I studied for the written test again at home and still seemed to be having a problem with identifying the safety parts for the verbal walk-around inspection. I made a video pointing at them and then learning what they were. On the day of the test, Ken let me use his truck. The written part of the Class A test was much harder than the Class B test, but I passed it with flying colors, and I passed the driving test as well. After getting my license, I even had a job offer right at the DMV as I was leaving. Today, testing for your CDL is different. In some areas, you can obtain your certification at a truck driving school or regulated licensing agency. Check your local DMV for the proper information and pick up a free rulebook while you're there. And there are hundreds of video out there on how to get your license and tons of practice tests also available online. No matter what it takes, getting your license is the most important part. Driving schools are very expensive but usually guarantee that you will get your license, and after you get a driving job, you will make that money back really fast. Drivers are in huge demand, and once you get your license, you can work anywhere in the world. Driving a truck in the construction trades is an awesome, hard-working job, but I loved it. I continued working at the hotel and drove for Ken's occasionally on my days off. One day I met a guy named Al that had 7 end dump trucks, and I told him that I was looking for an end dump job. He took my number down. I guess he was going to call me later. I also joined the Teamsters Union. I was placed on the extra board. The dump trucks were not unionized, but Nevada is a right-to-work state, and joining the union was optional. I joined because I desperately wanted to become a trucker, and getting driver's time was priority to me. After about a month, the union hall called and asked if I'd be available to work for a few days on Saturday and Sunday. Fortunately, I was off on those days and accepted. I was assigned to drive a single-axle tractor moving trailers to the convention hall from the marshalling yard outside of town. Those 2 days went by like minutes, and then they were gone. Al contacted me and wanted to know if I still was interested in driving for him. I told him that I was, and he said that he would be adding another rig to his company in about a week. Well, that was perfect. I notified the hotel that I had a job offer and gave him 1 week notice. They were not pleased that I was quitting and tried to get me to stay on, but the horse had already left the barn.